Yo, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino on Live 99. How you doing? How you doing? Let me know what you want to hear at 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. And as usual, got my man D Hicks on the right-hand side. What's good, D?
What's happening this morning, boss?
Chilling, man. Broadcasting live from the Spudz-n-Stuff studio. Spudz-n-Stuff located on the corner of Washington and Bakey on Evansville's southeast side in the Ross Center. Give them a call at 812-402-7783 or online at spudz-n-stuff.com. That's Spuds with a Z. spudz-n-stuff.com. Order ahead, order online. Tell them Nino sent you, and they can do caterings too. I mean, I'm telling you, they accommodate you need. You got a business meeting you got going on, your boss is coming in from out of town, or you're just trying to recruit some new employees. Let Spudz-n-Stuff do some catering for you. Everybody can build their own spud. Got a great show lined up for you. Got Artist of the Week, DaBaby out of North Carolina. We're tired of it. Going to be having her in rotation, heavy rotation all week long. More than normal rotation because it's been a hit. That tired of it's been a hit. So I want to get more from DaBaby out of North Carolina. You can check it out on our podcast, a full interview at the Urban Revolution Radio podcast. Great show lined up. Well, you got DaBaby finally forced to apologize for his comments that he made at the before the Lollapalooza, at the comment that he made at the Roots Festival, whatever that was, that got him banned.
Yeah, he's just doing it, man, for compliance.
You think so? All right. We'll find out more about that in a little bit. Plus, Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot, she attended Lollapalooza, even though Chicago had a whole bunch of COVID-19 restrictions in place. And I tell you why how she justified letting over 10,000 people into Grant Park during this Delta variant rise of the COVID-19. Plus, another police officer, a Capitol police officer, committed suicide after that. The September, what's the 6th?
Right.
The June 6th. Well, I was about to say September the 6th. The June 6th insurrection.
Right.
Man, I'm telling you, was June? This is
January
August
6th. Right?
I mean January 6th. What I say, June? I'm sorry. January 6th.
Right.
And so I knew it was a J month. You know what I'm talking about. You know. But this is the third police officer that has taken his own life after a lot of those other police officers, four at the Capitol, two Capitol police officers and two Metro police officers. They testified in front of Congress. And another one. Yeah, which has got a lot to do with getting help with depression, getting help PTSD. I'm telling you, we'll talk a little bit more about that later on. Plus, The Weeknd says he's a sober light after giving up drugs, except for weed. That's why I say he's sober light, right? He's working on it, you know what I mean? We'll tell you more about that in a little bit. Plus, our rapper Fetty Wap loses his daughter at the age of 4. We'll find out more about that in a little bit. But good news, the Evansville business is giving away free backpacks for the back to school rush. It's about to happen right now. I'm about to go through that myself. In a couple of weeks, and we'll keep you up to date on that one. Plus, the University of Southern Indiana, my alma mater, is opening up a vaccine clinic to the public. Now the kids are starting to come back to school. They're trying to keep that Delta variant under control. We'll tell you more about that in a little bit. Got a great show lined up for you. It's the Urban Revolution Radio Show with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks, broadcasting live from the Spudz-n-Stuff studios. Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino on Live 99. Let us know what you want to hear at 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. Got my man D Hicks on the right-hand side. What's good, D?
Good this morning.
Chilling, man. Broadcasting live from the Spudz-n-Stuff studio out in Washington and Bakey Road on Evansville southeast side in the Ross Center. Give them a call, order ahead, online, or telephone, or come in person. 812-402-7783 or at spudz-n-stuff.com, Spuds with the Z, spudz-n-stuff.com. Check out the link in the description below. They are hiring for in-store and delivery drivers. Great money, great tips, daily money, weekly money, reliable money. I used to do it myself, you know what I mean, before I started doing this. So while I was doing this, actually back in the day, I was working 2 jobs. I was doing delivery, driving, and working at the other radio station I used to work at. So I'm telling you, it is a good job, great pay every day. If you need something extra to add to you just want to do something different, or you just want to put your car to work, give them a call over at Spudz-n-Stuff. Tell them Nino sent you. I was talking about the Lollapalooza thing. You know, DaBaby got booted off the Lollapalooza. That was the 3rd one. I was trying to find what the other 2 music festivals he supposedly had gotten canceled off of. He lost 3 performances. But the Lollapalooza one, you know, it was the biggest one that I know of that he lost to perform. But it didn't stop the crowd from coming out there at Grant Park in Chicago, amidst all of the new COVID-19 Delta variant restrictions that Mayor Lori Lightfoot had supposedly set into place. You know, this was a nice crowd. You know what I mean? Big crowd out there. Look at all these people out there. No masks, none of that stuff. Just breathing, coughing all on each other. All that.
She don't even have masks.
You know what I mean? But she's 1,000 feet away from everybody, though. You know what I mean? She's up on the stage.
All that 10,000 breaths coming at you.
Everybody sneezing at the same time. Yeah, man, you couldn't have paid me enough to go out there. I mean, you probably could have paid me enough, but it would have been a lot. It would have been a lot. I'd end up. I know, right? I wouldn't have been out there without my mask on and none of that stuff, man. But just like that, because I mean, they supposed to have been telling everybody they wanted to put the mask back on. They were probably going to start implementing the social separation again in federal and municipal buildings.
Oh, but it was outside.
Right, that's an outside gathering.
But it was no social distancing.
No social distancing. I mean, they negative distancing on that thing. They all up on each other's armpits and all of that kind of other stuff. They crowding and sneezing and breathing and I'm telling you, need to put one in. Dave Scheidt on Twitter, he tweeted a suit. Lori Lightfoot in a hazmat suit saying Lollapalooza fit check.
Exactly.
Man, I'm telling you, we're doing this way too early, man.
We. Well,
you know, you know, I say we as Americans. I gotta be. We are American as a whole. You know, we as a country, we're opening up way too fast, y'all. Come on now.
What I mean by I'm talking about these Republican states that are just denying the fact.
I mean, and I'm taking it down to the individual too, because it's just a lot of. Because I mean, Chicago is known for being a mostly Democratic. It's a Democratic city. You know what I mean? I understand a lot of these people have gotten their shots already, but I don't think people really realize how the vaccine works. When you get the vaccine, it just stops your body from reacting to the COVID-19 and somewhat to the Delta variant in a severe manner. You can still get it. You can still be caught. And just like Lindsey Graham just came down.
Yeah, got COVID.
COVID-19. Fully vaccinated still, because he still wants to go in there and be all in people's faces, shaking people's hands, going to these rallies and all this stuff, acting like he's still the point. People just coughing and sneezing, wearing down your force field. I love making that Star Trek allegory about no matter how strong your force field is with this, if you just getting shot and pinged, it's gonna be like shields down to 10%, Captain. Shields down 5%, Captain. Oh, we can't take another shot, Captain.
I know it.
That's what they doing. When you go out into these gatherings like that, you're daring the COVID-19 vaccine to break through your vaccine. You dare.
I guarantee you. At least a third of that crowd from NFC.
Dude, man, and that would be terrible.
And a third is what, about 25?
So it was 10,000 out there, so a third of that would have been like 3,000 people. 3,300.
Watch what I tell you.
And that's an embarrassment because they were cycling through 100,000 people in the day.
Right.
There were 10,000 people at least at any given time in that park. Listen to, you know what I mean? So recycle. So they bringing it in, taking it back out, bringing it back in, sneezing, taking it back out, coughing.
And it's right back into their
man. Oh man. So she said.
Everything 2 weeks.
2 weeks with DaBaby from the mess up again, and 2 weeks before we get 3,300 people coming down with some kind of COVID vaccine or COVID variant, complications out there from that Lollapalooza.
Figure by the time they get done traveling back to their states, and by the time they figure out what's wrong with them.
Man, crazy. They could have did that whole thing by video. You could have logged in pay-per-view. Same way they did the WWE. I'm not the WWE, the MMA, UFC fights and all that kind of stuff. You can there are many different ways. But people acting like they just can't sit still in their home. They just can't not go out and interact with 1,000 people. You can't tell me. Come on now. There's too many people ending up in these hospitals with the COVID-19 vaccine because the vaccine is not.
I got a friend that's fully vaccinated, and she thinks she has this new COVID.
And you can get it. You can if you got vaccinated with that Delta variant, they say it has 1,000 times more particulates per measurement that you sneeze at. Versus the first, because it mutated. So even if you have, it's not about. Even if you have the shot only protects you and your body from the way it reacts. But when you sneeze out, and if somebody doesn't have that vaccine, if they're not wearing their mask, if they're getting bombarded from all sides from other people who are carriers.
They were yelling at their cousins. So they about wide open.
Spitting and, oh my God, I'm telling you, that was a biohazard waiting to happen. They ain't getting to tell me. So we're going to see what happens at this Lollapalooza. Lori Lightfoot taking a lot of flack about that. She says she's going to wait until the Delta variant, if they rise above 200 people, I think she said, what was her exact quote? Let's see. What was the exact quote right there? Nope, that's not the quote. Let me scroll up a little bit more. Nope. That's not the. Oh, here it is. Lori Lightfoot says, well, look, if we get back into an area where we feel like we're in a red zone, which we are working very hard to make sure that our daily case rate is below 200 cases per day. If we start to see consistently going over that, we're not only going to look at mask mandate, but we're going to look back at other tools that have been compelled to use, i.e. the shutdown, lockdown.
You know what? She just totally contradicted herself.
I know.
By having Lollapalooza.
I know. This is the whole demo. That's the whole demo right there.
Maybe she needs somebody to write for her.
But I mean, you can't blame her. Because people actually had to go out there to the concert. Because if she'd have put the mask mandate down there and said, no, we're going to allow, it'd have been, oh, you can't stop us. Well, we're outdoors. It would have been one. So sometimes, I hate to say this, but it's the analogy of sometimes you just got to let them run into that brick wall. You can only put your hand in front of somebody's head so many times to stop them from running into that brick wall. Like, look, dude, don't do that. That's going to hurt. Stop doing that, man. That's going to hurt. Sometimes you just got to move your hand and say, all right, go ahead. Bye. And just let them run into that brick wall.
2 weeks. 3,200 people.
Man, and I'm just going to stay out of the way, Joe. We're going to stay right here in the comfort of the Urban Revolution Radio, Spudz-n-Stuff Studios. Out of y'all faces, we're going to get the 6 feet separation. I wear my mask every time I go into any kind of public place like that, whether if it's the unemployment office, the Workforce One office, the Walmart, anywhere. If it's more than 5-10 people there, I'm putting my mask on. For real, I'm telling you. If I don't know you and you getting too close, hey, back up. So this is what we used to call the kill zone. Back up. You got to give me 3 feet at least. Your arm and my arm. That's the 6 feet. There you go. We're going to shake hands right there. That's as close as we go. Let me know. Did you go to the Lollapalooza concert? Are you vaccinated? Are you worried about the new Delta variant? Let me know if you're up there in Chicago or if you went up there to Chicago and came back or wherever you're going back to. Let us know. 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks on Live 99. Let us know what you want to hear. 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, Facebook.com/live999WJCB, broadcasting live from the Spuds and Stuff Studios on the corner of Washington and Bakey in the Ross Center. Give them a call, order ahead or order online, 812-402-7783, or at spudz-n-stuff.com, Spuds with a Z, spudz-n-stuff.com. Another police officer has died as a result of the January 6th insurrection. 3 by suicide, 1 as succumbing to his injuries after having 2 strokes. And this one is Gunther Hashida. He died by suicide. Let's see. It said Washington, D.C. police officer. This is according to CNBC News. It said making him the 3rd cop to kill himself after defending the U.S. Capitol during the January 6th riot by the Trump supporters. So he was found dead at his home last Thursday, according to a spokeswoman who confirmed Hashida's manner of death. And they say the department is grieving. It says Hashida at the time of his death was assigned to the emergency response team within the Special Operations Division of the Metropolitan Police Department. He joined the MPD in 2003. He said Nancy Pelosi called Officer Hashida a hero who risked his life for the Capitol, and America ordered his death. He's the 4th police officer to die in connection with the January 6th riot. Like I say, 3 died by suicide and 1 actually died from his injuries. The Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick, who collapsed in his office after responding to the riot, died on January the 7th from 2 strokes. And said Washington Chief Medical Examiner said that all that transpired during that riot played a role in Sicknick's condition. And 2 other officers who responded to the Capitol riot died by suicide within a month of the attack, primarily due to PTSD.
Yeah.
And as a veteran,
yeah,
can attest, PTSD, post-traumatic stress syndrome, is real. Very real. That means you have been something that was so unbelievable. Your brain is still having a hard time wrapping yourself around it, even after it's already over with. You're dealing with it in your dreams. You're dealing with it in your waking memories. You're dealing with it in every decision that you make. Post-traumatic stress disorder is a form of depression for people who have been through serious life-changing situations, i.e. having gunfire shot at you. If you've never heard a bullet whiz past your head and thought, woo! If you ain't never heard, you know what I mean? A bullet bouncing off something, heard an explosion in the distance, or if you've never been hit with something so hard trying to defend yourself from an attacker, I'm telling you, these kind of injuries deal with it. The physical will be gone a long time. Physical will be gone a long time. But the mind, I'm telling you, the mental, being able to deal with what you just saw, just trying to come to terms with why would people be doing this to me? All of those back the blue supporters, support the police officers. These were the same people that were going up there calling these police officers traitors.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Contradicting themselves.
These police officers were doing their best, even under orders to not use tear gas, not use rubber bullets, because you see what they did to the Black Lives Matter people when Trump was going down to that little church to have his little photo op.
They just moved him out, man.
Dude, cleared it all out. Smoke, gas, tear gas, rubber, all of that, water hoses.
That's what I always say, man. There's 2 rules to this game.
Oh yeah, always 2 rules. So 2 rules of law here in America. You know, that's a topic for another show. But man, you can see just by the way that those 2 types of gatherings were handled. Remember, Million Man March, almost it was 1 million plus.
Right, with no violence.
Nobody stormed the Capitol. No police officers were hurt. No tear gas, none of that stuff. You know what I mean? So it just showed the difference with people. You said they were trying to downplay this as visitors, tourists.
Yeah, that's one of the centers said were like
slightly angry tourists, but even not even angry. They just saying tourists because Donald Trump got on there talking about, and they were loving kisses and police officers were hugging them and all this kind of other stuff. They're really trying to whitewash this and sweep it under the rug and try to paint a different narrative. Man, I'm really hoping somebody does go to jail for this. I'm gonna say it. I hope Donald Trump go to jail for
It'll
it
never
because
happen
he
to Trump,
called it. He
but he's
called
gonna
it out.
Yeah, he called out.
You know,
Both him and
all
Giuliani.
these insurrectionists are getting. You know, I'm not giving them the way out, the path out, because a lot of them have already claimed that Trump told me to do it.
Yeah, come on, man.
You know what I mean? But you grown, you know better.
You
It's all
right and wrong.
But Trump knew what he was doing too. Lindsey Graham knew what he was doing. Yeah, he do.
Trump do not know
the difference, but he don't care.
Right. He
knows.
He don't know, bro.
He knows. That's why he has lawyers.
Nobody never had the kahunas.
No, if he didn't know what he was doing was wrong, he wouldn't be needing all these lawyers filing all these lawsuits and trying to defend. He knows what he's doing. His idea is, I'm gonna do it now, sue me later.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Now he's even gonna throw his kids underneath the bus.
Man, already done it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he's gonna throw his own kids underneath the bus.
You know, so that's when it comes down to what these police officers, the NPD, the Capitol Police, what they had to go through with their hands tied behind their backs. I mean, I'm telling you, as a serviceman myself, I've never been a police officer. I'm a United States Marine. But if somebody's throwing a punch at me, if somebody's trying to hit me with a flagpole, trying to hit me with the gate, trying to take my dude. They took their own tear gas canisters from these police officers and they were throwing them bear spray. Come on now. There was an extraordinary amount of restraint being exercised by those police officers. I'm telling you.
They found orders from the higher.
I'm telling you, they followed.
And I think I would have done same way, you know, I'm not sorry. I can't feel sorry for somebody that did something so stupid for the lady got shot.
Man, no.
But that police officer went to them pistols, man.
Man, I can't
say what another person would have done, but I know what I would have done.
But they did with a couple of officers did that too. They had to do that. When that lady poked her head through that thing and started screaming, dude had his gun right there.
Yeah.
Pointed and gave her a warning. Yeah. Get back. You know what I mean? It's not like he didn't want to do that either. The other police officer didn't have a choice. You know, that's his job. Y'all coming in, y'all know y'all not supposed to be in here. If this had been any other, if y'all had tried to do this at any other time, it'd have been one. You know what I mean? So, but these police officers, they're going through some extraordinary things right now. A lot of these police officers, the Metro Police and Capitol Police, they're still in disbelief that the same people who they were sworn to protect on them Capitol steps inside the Capitol building are turning their backs on them. The people who they're supposed to say that they were back in the blue, always protect the police officers, support the blue, and all blue lives matter, were the same ones knocking them over the head with the American flag.
True.
So what are these police officers supposed to do? How are they supposed to feel? See what I'm saying? There are a lot of suicide prevention hotlines, depression prevention hotlines. They have psychiatric care on a lot of these, municipal police teams, especially the Capitol Police, Metropolitan Police. You know what I mean? I'm sure they have those kind of psychiatrists that they have access to. But it's just the fact that a lot of these officers don't even know how to talk about this. No. It's not something that they're used to even wrapping their mind. You're so used to being tough, you're so used to, and this broke a lot of these officers down to what am I fighting for? What am I protecting? These same people who I swore what I was trying to protect turned their backs on me and sent me out to the dogs.
Exactly.
So we'll see. Another police officer has lost his life by his own hands as a result of post-traumatic stress disorder as it relates to this January 6th riot insurrection that happened at the Capitol. And I'm telling you, by all means, I hope everybody who is responsible for escalating that event to the point that it got to gets held responsible and held accountable to it. And that's Nino word right there. So anything else you need to add to that subject? There's Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks on Live 99. Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino on Live 99. Let us know what you want to hear. 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. Broadcasting live from the Spudz-n-Stuff studios on the corner of Washington and Bakey in the Ross Center. Give them a call, Spudz-n-Stuff, 812-402-7783 or online at spudz-n-stuff.com. Tell them Nino sent you. And as usual, got my man D Hicks on the right hand side. What's good, D?
What's good this morning, man?
Man, the weekend, the artist of the weekend, said that he's making a lifestyle change and he's gonna go sober light.
I think that's me.
To what he said, sober.
Yeah, sober light.
You know what I mean? He said he's gonna stop doing all the other drugs except for weed.
Mm-hmm.
Might just drink occasionally like that, which I think as long as you acknowledge it, because a lot of people try to quit, say they're gonna quit cold turkey, jump into rehab, do all this shit, quit everything, and they drive
so they get back out, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's realistic about it right now. He's like, look, I'm gonna wean myself off a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it a little slow, a little bit. I'm not gonna do this as much no more. I'm not gonna drink as much no more. Because you know the song he got Can't Feel My Face is about doing cocaine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
So
knew that when the song first came
I know, right?
I read that, Jack.
Say during the interview with GQ, the 31-year-old whose real name is Abel Tesfaye, that's ABELTESFAYE. Me too. I know that Abel Tesfaye explained that he's given up hard drugs. He said it's like sober light. Say, I'm not a heavy drinker as much as I used to be. Say, the romance of drinking isn't there. Say, the Starboy crooner still smokes weed, but when asked if he does other drugs, he replied, no. He said drugs were just a crutch. It was me thinking that I needed it and not doing the work to figure out how to not need it. He said, I've spent the last few years realizing that and thanking God that I don't need it, because for a lot of people, it's hard to shake it, but I knew that I didn't want it. So that's pretty good. You know what I mean? So you know your limits, you know you want to make a change in your life. And you got to take it one step at a time. You know what I mean? A lot of people, what they do, you know, they try to do it all in one lump sum. They try to do that cold turkey thing. But the hardest part about stopping any addictive behavior is finding a new behavior to replace it with. You can't just have that void in your life, no matter what that void was, whether you were just smoking because you needed something in your hands while you were standing at the bus stop or something like that, or because after every meal it just tastes good, you know what I mean? Or you was just drinking because every time you with your buddies you just started drinking. And so whatever the reason for what you were doing, why you were doing what you were doing, if you want to stop doing it, you're going to have to replace it with something else. That's one of the laws of the universe. There's no new energy created or destroyed. It's only changed. So that time of day where you felt like that you had to have something in your hand, like something to eat because you're bored, or something to smoke because you're just standing there, something, you got to find something to replace it with. Do some push-ups, maybe chew some gum, you know what I mean? Go for a walk or run, something like that. Something else healthier. Eat something different. Eat something healthier or lighter. If you're a nervous eater, or a bored eater, a hobby eater, like hobby eater, like I call it. You know what I mean? You got to find yourself a new hobby. You know what I mean? Stop collecting chicken wings. Probably start collecting Lego pieces or something. You know what I mean? But you got to replace that bad behavior with a different behavior. So I wonder what behavior.
Exercise now.
Yeah, I mean, I think he does that anyway. You got to be in some kind of shape just to be a performer. You know, especially on the level that they're doing it on stage for an hour at a time, singing loud. You know what I mean? That takes a lot of breath control, a lot of cardiac control. You know what I mean? And a lot of these artists are realizing how hard it is to do on the regular and still trying to do that bad behavior that you were doing when you were back out on the street. If you know that a lot of even the rappers, when they first start rapping, they're real skinny. They're young, they got that, they all doing like this. But once they start doing a year in and start doing them content and realize how out of breath you are after each show, you realize, man, I got to get my cardio. That's how Big Pun died. You know what I mean? He was just doing a little bit too much. I mean, trying to heavy D. You know, but he was one of the bigger rappers back in the day, but he would get up on stage
and
dancing
dance and everything. Right.
man, I'm telling you, boy, it takes a whole lot of energy, even just to stand up there, even if you got a background singer, somebody taking up the background vocals for you, trying to take up that breathe. It's like giving you a chance to catch yourself.
Your breath.
If you out there dancing too, and you singing, and you talking to the crowd in between of it, and you using your outside voice, man. So he had to give, the weekend had to give up something. You know what I mean? Say, the weekend said eventually he wants a family. He said, I say I don't, but I know I do. I want children, although he sung about not wanting the responsibility that comes with kids. So I think you can see he's straddling the fence. He's getting a little bit older now. What they say, he's 31 now. That what they said? 31-year-old? Yeah. So he's getting into that age where where he's realizing, well, okay, I'm not gonna be singing forever. At least not like this. You know, I'm not gonna be partying with all of these knucklehead girls all the time. You know what I mean? Some guys just want to settle down. Other guys can't do that. Other guys can be bastards their whole lives and just, you know, they got, there you go. You know, but there's other guys like me. The marrying time, you know. What I mean? You want to settle down, you know, doing that old skirt chase and all that. That's just never been, never been my style like that. You know, like the ladies, but I've always been more of the one woman kind of man. You know what I mean? And it happened to me a little bit younger. It was before 31. You know what I mean? Because I was on my second marriage at 27.
Wow. We'll mess around.
Yeah, I mean, but like I say, when I commit, I'm the committed type. You know what I mean? I don't have what they call an addictive behavior. I've done my little thing in my youth. You know, try little things. You know, I have my little fun. You know, I like alcohol. You know, I drink my adult beverages and things like that. But other things, I've never really developed the taste for it. It's just not my style, not my speed. You know, I'm not that. Oh, I tried. I got to have more. It's not really. You know, and I think that's what the weekend is realizing right now. You know, when you can have access to it that much with the money that he has. Yeah, it was just, it's no longer a novelty now. Now it's just, I'm bored of this. Okay, got to do something different now, you know. So, big ups to the weekend. I hope he finds the path that he's seeking. I hope he takes the second half of his life into the direction that he wants, because I can't say a better direction, because he's on top of the world right now. You know, you're singing, you're making money, got concerts, got women after you. So I mean, it's up to you what you want to do with your life. If all them drugs that you was doing ain't for you no more, hey, good luck stopping it. I hope you got the next stage of your life all planned out. I can't wait to see what it turns into. Have you ever had anything that you were addicted to that you decided to give up? Was it smoking? Was it eating? Was it drinking? Was it partying? How hard was it for you to give it up? 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999 WJCB. Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino on Live 99. Let us know what you want to hear. 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999 WJCB, broadcasting live from the Spudz-n-Stuff studios. Give them a call at 812-402-7783 or online at spudz-n-stuff.com. That's Spudz with a Z, spudz-n-stuff.com, and tell them Nino sent you. Got my man D Hicks in the building with me. What's good, D?
What's good this morning,
man? Got some sad news in the hip-hop world today. Rapper Fetty Wap lost his daughter. 4-year-old daughter, you know what I mean? And as a parent, as a father of 4, I got 4 big boys, you know what I mean? All boys, but I couldn't imagine, you know what I mean, losing a child, you know what I mean, period, you know what I mean, a 4-year-old. Say, Lauren Maxwell, the 4-year-old daughter of rapper Fetty Wap, had passed away, according to the girl's mother, on Sunday. It said the news was shared in an Instagram post Sunday by the child's mother, Turquoise Miami. That's, whoa, okay. According to the tweet, it says, "This is my amazing, beautiful, funny, vibrant, loving, talented, smart, and hard-headed princess, Mermaid Aquarius. If you see this post scrolling by with her comment, or just say to yourself, I love you, Lauren, because they say that souls can feel your love. Rest in peace." Say the mother shared a video of her daughter smiling and bouncing in the swimming pool, but they still unclear what the cause of death was. I don't know if that wouldn't be sudden infant, but there's a stage above sudden infant death syndrome. But I don't think it's called sudden toddler death syndrome or something like that. But is it?
I don't know. No.
I mean, I guess we'll find out. It doesn't say whether she had any kind of pre-existing conditions or anything like that. It was just, I guess if they want us to find out, we'll find out. But our hearts go out to the Maxwell family, because this Fetty Wap's real name is Willie Jr. Maxwell II. And he said he didn't immediately respond for requests to NBC News. He said a 30-year-old rapper is best known for his sleeper hit Trap Queen, which reached number 2 on the Billboard Top 100. So prayers go out to Fetty Wap and his family. Dealing with the loss of his 4-year-old daughter. I can't imagine. Like I said, I've never lost a child that way. I've never, had any experience, with any kind of, even an abortion or anything like that. All of my children were born, got healthy, raised. I do have an autistic son, but he's healthy, bright, ambitious, and, full of energy. So, God bless, Miss Maxwell and Fetty Wap. Hopefully they can deal with that emotion. I hope they can get all the help that they need. Like I say, just because you have money doesn't mean you don't have emotions. They're going to need a lot of help as well dealing with the loss of their daughter. So we got a little bit of show lined up for you. Got the local news coming up for you. It's Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino on Live 99. Urban Revolution Radio on Live 99. Let us know what you want to hear. 812-303-5018 or on our Facebook page, facebook.com/live999WJCB. Broadcasting live from the Spudz-n-Stuff studios. Spudz-n-Stuff located on Washington and Bakey Road on Evansville Southeast side. Give them a call and let them know. Order ahead if they can cater to you. If you got a business party that you want to go to, or just a big party that you're trying to get a whole bunch of people fed with, they can do it. Give them at least a 24-hour notice if at all possible, because it takes a little bit of time to cook all of those potatoes fresh for you, which is exactly what they do every hour on the hour. So give them a call, home of the Hungry Man, over there at Spudz-n-Stuff. And if you are an independent artist or entrepreneur, and if you would like to have your business or music promoted here on Live 99 on the Urban Revolution Radio Morning Show, all you have to do is hit us up at 812-303-5018 or on our email at ninoincognito@gmail.com with a brief description of your business and a clean MP3 version of your music. And if it's on point, we'll show you as much love as humanly possible, just like DaBaby out of North Carolina. Our artist of the week is this week with Tired of It. And Eddie Hickerson, our entrepreneur of the week with Hickerson Veggies. Let us know how we can help promote your business. And speaking of Evansville businesses, there are a couple of Evansville businesses that have been giving away free backpacks filled with school supplies. Back to school is starting up in a couple of weeks, right around the corner. Got my youngest boy, he's going to be entering his sophomore year in high school. Then I got another one going into college, then starting his first year of college. Then my third oldest one, he's in his 3rd year of college right now. Then my oldest boy, he's already out of college. So, so yeah, man, this college thing, man, I got to find a way to come up with, I think they said $8,000.
$8,000 a semester, right?
Ooh, my goodness. Is it a semester or per year? I thought it was, no, I think it's $8,000 per year. That's still got to come up with.
Not a lot, but dang.
Man.
For the year, though, not a lot, though. But it's
for the University of Louisville, too. Right. You know what I mean? It's really the connection. Like I said, going to school for college, to me, it's more about the experience and the connections. You can always learn the information in any book. 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2. History Channel will teach anything that any other book will teach you, know what I mean? But people go to school, the whole purpose of the university, the collegium, the college is for the networking purposes, to take what you know and link it up with somebody else who knows something else, and y'all take what y'all know and build something bigger. That's all it's about. That's what for me. That was my idea of what going to college and going to school was all about. We got a couple Evansville businesses here. We're giving away backpacks and school supplies to families. Said the Verizon store on the city's west side teamed up with vendors in town to make it happen, and say the backpacks were filled with school supplies so the kids could be a little more prepared for the first day of school coming up. Verizon store manager Chantel Harden said, today we have our backpack drive that we do every year. Said we've been doing it for 9 years and we've given away over 1 million backpacks. Man, that's on point. It said parents like Keely Griggs said that they were relieved to have these school supplies, told the 14 News, and crossed off their back to school list which we're gonna have to do. My wife and I were just talking about that earlier today.
Everybody and their mom will be out there, Jack.
Man, they sent the list home. I'm telling you, they
Two
need.
pages. Right?
Oh my
Are you
God,
serious?
dude, it's a whole. I'm talking about from wipes to change your clothes to crayons to pencils. All of them are all the stuff that you used to get when you went to school on the first day of school. They used to pass out. They're not giving the schools or the teachers any kind of supplies now. I mean, it's really just all the money's really just going for the salary. Huh?
Got supply your own desk?
Yeah.
No, I said your own desk.
Your own desk. Yeah. Bring it on. I heard the first time you said it. Yeah, okay. They gonna have them bring their own the shields and all that stuff for the code. I'm telling you, dude, same thing. It's gonna come down to it. It's gonna come down to it. So I mean, a lot of these teachers are strapped, but I think I'm all in favor of paying teachers more because teachers are the second foundation to a child's education and development. The parents are the first, school teachers are the second. You know what I mean? Because once you're old enough to leave the house, and they're first, where you going? Kindergarten. You're going to school. You know what I mean? And those teachers have you for 8 to 10 hours per day. You know what I mean? So I think teachers really need to get paid a lot more than what they get. If a university professor can get paid $100,000, $150,000, $200,000 a year, to teach at a university, how come we can't give public school teachers like 80, 50, 60?
They look by tier, don't they?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it really depends on the state that you're living in, though.
Right.
And that cost of living, is a monster. Because $30,000 in Indiana is totally different than $30,000 in New York. $30,000 in New York ain't getting you nowhere. For real. $30,000 in Los Angeles.
You lucky a 1-bedroom basement apartment.
Man, you lucky to rent a room in somebody's bathtub for that one. Man, I've seen it, man. That people actually rent their bathrooms out. If you got an extra bathroom, people were converting their bathrooms out, putting mattresses on top of the bathtub, renting that out. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, it can get crazy out there when you're trying to fight the space. And if you're not paying people enough to keep up with the cost of living, the way that they do their job is going to be highly affected. I'm not going to be motivated to go to a job that's not paying me enough to do my job, especially when I'm minding somebody else's kids. I'm trying to teach these knuckleheads 1 + 1, and I can't get them to do the homework. The parents won't cooperate with me because they worried about going to their job. They tired when they come home, don't want to help the kids with the homework. So it's a vicious cycle that goes on when you're not paying people enough to live off of.
Right.
You can't expect somebody to go and do their job, and no matter how much they love it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you can do your job for free if you love it enough, but that ain't gonna help you pay your bills. You know what I mean? So I've always lived by the motto: find out what it is that you love doing, and find a way to get paid doing it. You got to find a way to make a living doing it as well. You know what I mean? So these teachers, a lot of these teachers are not making enough living where they live to get by. And still deal with what they're dealing with these children. Ooh, the knucklehead kids out there. I'm telling you, I got a couple of buddies of mine that are teachers. My junior who's going to the University of Louisville, he wants to be a teacher as well. He changed it from being a first responder to being a teacher now. You know what I mean? So we'll see how that turns out though. But I don't have the patience to be a teacher. For real.
Yeah, because you can't discipline kids the way.
Man, I'd be to smack one of them kids in the back of the head, real. I'd have been Joe Clark. For real. They used to call me Crazy Nino. Now they call me Batman. I'm telling you, so lock the door. I'm telling you, so big ups to all the teachers out there that's putting in that work. I mean, that put up with the kids, you know what I mean? That's getting underpaid and overworked. Say organizations around the tri-state are working through the next couple of weeks to get students ready and excited to head back to the classroom, which are probably going to be shut back down. I'd
say September.
2 weeks. No.
2 weeks.
What'd you say? 2 weeks. Well,
2 weeks. I'm gonna say September first break.
First break in September, that fall break. See what these outbreaks look like. Yeah, man. See what these outbreaks turn into. They still haven't authorized a lot of the kids under 16. Is it under 16 or under 12 that can't get the vaccination? Under 12? Okay, because under 12 can't get the vaccination. My 16 and my 17 year old. Well, like, they're both 17 now. My oldest 17 is about to be 18 before we go to Louisville.
Okay.
Both of them, they have the vaccine now. My oldest boy in house had the vaccine. My wife's the first responder. She had the vaccine.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So
right.
they all protected. I'm just still at the crib. We're working it from home, working in the studio. I'm away from all that. So I'm gonna wait till they work out all this variant and get the for sure vaccine.
The real vaccine.
Then I ain't got to take no boosters with. And I ain't got once I got it, cool, it's there. That's all it is. It's been tested. It's went through the test trials. A billion people that went in, side effects. Because I do not want to be 10 years down the line. Telling me, were you a victim of the Pfizer vaccine back in 2020?
2 weeks.
Oh man.
Yeah.
In other local news right now, we got USI is actually opening a vaccine clinic to the public this week. Yeah, that's my alma mater, the University of Southern Indiana. They're open to the vaccination clinic to the public, but they're giving away the Pfizer vaccine to anybody who can go. Pfizer is all right. I think Pfizer is the 2-shot one. Moderna is the 1-shot one. And then Pfizer is the
killer Johnson.
Johnson, man, ain't nobody messing with Johnson right now. I'm sad to say, Johnson & Johnson, ain't nobody messing with Johnson & Johnson right now. So anybody who's eligible for the Pfizer vaccine can go up to the University of Southern Indiana. All you have to do is make an appointment and then get the vaccine at the University Health Center located on campus. And you can make an appointment from today all the way through December the 21st. Just go to the State of Indiana Vaccination Appointment Portal. You can find a link on the 14 News page or on our Facebook page to make an appointment to get the vaccination at the University of Southern Indiana's Health Center. So that's a good one. Like I said, I prefer to get the Moderna one myself. I'm actually invested in Moderna, in the stock market and all that good stuff. They stock went up 10%.
Wow.
Over the past couple of days, just with since last Thursday. I'm gonna take the Moderna. Like I said, I'm only gonna use what I invest in. I believe I invested. I like the Moderna the way they're going with it.
Say anything about any side effects from that.
No, they have the best one on the market with the least amount of side effects, the least amount of recurring vaccine.
That's what I mean. I'm not
infections. Right now. What I mean? So they're the one that's on top right now. So they just got a boost. They're about to do another round. They just upped the price of their vaccine too. The market for it has become so high. They had to up the price for it in order to be able to crank out
that many doses.
Because like I say, people get it for free, but the vaccine has a cost. Moderna has to get paid for what they're doing, right? Exactly. So it's coming out of the taxes. It's coming out of the good stuff. So it's like you don't have to pay any upfront or charge to your insurance to get this vaccine. But best believe the American people are paying for this vaccine. It's just what they say it's for free because anybody who might not have had a job, who's homeless, who might just be in the hospital, invalid, who weren't able to pay into the system or this, we're here to cover you. That's all it is. All of us who paid into the system for the past year are here to cover the people who haven't been able to pay into the system because we all are eventually going to need to be covered from just like the measles, mumps, rubella, polio, all those nationwide sicknesses that just been would wipe people out. We have to get rid of those diseases at all costs and keep them down. The only way to do it is with effective vaccines. This warp speed stuff is giving people a false sense of security, I think so. And they think that they can come out in public sooner than what they really can. Everybody needs to get the shields up before everybody can get out into the public because, it's not about, you catching it once you get the vaccine. Your body won't react to it, but you still carry it and you can give it to other people who have more compromisable immune system. So let's take care of everybody. Everybody take care of everybody. If you don't have the vaccine like me or these, stay out of people's faces. Wear your mask wherever you go. Don't be sneezing, coughing. Put the sanitizer. We went out doing the sponsor hunt earlier today. Every place we went there, put the hand sanitizer on, all that good stuff. Do the long distance handshake. And stick your arm all the way out when you do the handshake so you can get your 6 feet and all that good stuff and still be practicing social separation till we get this Delta variant and whatever other variant.
What else is coming out of Delta?
It's Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta, Epsilon. So
yeah.
No, it's Yeah, epsilon, because sigma is S. That's down there. Yeah, so yeah, it might just give you the epsilon.
They use the alphabet. So,
Hey, when we get to the omega variant, it's over with. COVID-19 omega variant. Oh my God, instant death. It's Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino on Live 99. Yo, and that will do it for another edition of Urban Revolution Radio with your boy Nino and your man D Hicks. Hope you had just as much fun as I did. Judy?
Man, been a blast, huge, man.
Man, glad to hear that, man. And big ups to all the businesses out there that indulged us putting out a sales pitch out there. Earlier today, we went on the hunt trying to get some more businesses to advertise with us here on Live 99. If you would like to have your business advertised here on Live 99 or on the Urban Revolution Radio Show, all you have to do is hit us up on our email at ninoincognito@gmail.com or at 812-303-5018 with a brief description of your business, and I'm sure we can work out an advertising package that will suit your needs perfectly. And if you are an independent artist, send a clean MP3 version of your music to ninoincognito@gmail.com. And if it's on point, you could be our next independent artist or entrepreneur of the week, just like DaBaby out of North Carolina and Eddie Hickerson right here out of, he's from Henderson. Right, Henderson, Kentucky. I say Evansville, but he's from Henderson. So that'll do it for us today. You got anything else you need to add, Dave?
No, sir. One thing you have to say is 2 weeks on.
2 That's the deadline. 2 weeks, everything. Okay, go. It's been a blast. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.